the landscape, as all of you know, is changing drastically now, and we're talking about television and digital. There's lots of overlap. And, going back to what it means to be a producer, it means many things. It's about, you can also be a very creative, there are some producers out there who are really creative producers, who are really hands-on. I'm definitely a very creative producer, and especially when it comes to nonfiction, I really serve as a co-director with the folks that I'm working with. And Shruti is also very hands-on. There are producers who are really just about managing the budget and finding a creative way to be, how do we best use this money and make sure that it's showing up on the screen. And it's typically a mix between those things, but you can really find yourself on a spectrum there, so you can feel comfortable calling yourself a producer wherever you might fall on that spectrum of like that real creative side of it and that really pure production side of it. And you really have to, I think what's challenging and really engaging about being a producer is that you're constantly using all parts of your brain. You are thinking really creatively, but you also have to bring practicality to it, and you also have to bring strategy to it. And it's almost like, a friend of mine said this before, it's almost like you're laying the tracks for what's ahead before the project reaches that point. So always having a plan B and C and D, and always sort of, when it comes to the nitty-gritty, I think being a producer is being very detail-oriented, always over-preparing, being really on point with how quick you communicate with people. I mean, if we're just talking about the day-to-day, how quickly you communicate with people, and how thoroughly you get back to people and make sure that you anticipate how someone may or may not perceive something, and you sort of really have strong communication skills. I think that's very important when it comes to producing and putting a project together, whether it's talent that you're dealing with, whether it's crew, whether it's other collaborators. That's definitely a big piece of it.